What's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. Today is the 21st of December. And I'm already getting all wound up because I just don't dig Christmas. I don't dig having to put up with everybody's fakery and people walking around saying Merry Christmas like they're some sort of a social warrior, like I went against the politically correct thing that I lived my entire life by anyways. It's just so ridiculous, man. In my life, I don't walk around babbling about chemtrails, conspiracies. I don't do that. I don't do that. I already figured it out really, really quick and early on that people just did not see what we saw whatsoever at all. I noticed that the CIA's operation, because that's what it was, 1967, you can look this up, you should look this up, you should know this. In 1967, the year I was born, coincidentally, the CIA weaponized the term conspiracy theorist, and they did this because they needed that for anybody that questioned Kennedy getting killed. The entire story they gave about Kennedy is ridiculous, from where the guy was allegedly sitting to how many people the one bullet shot, so forth and so on. And it doesn't even go into the fact that a police officer who was called JFK by his friends because he looked exactly like John F. Kennedy also got killed that same day, and is probably the body that everybody saw. But I digress. People are so ready to use the word conspiracy theory to look down their stupid little going to work every day, paying taxes, following the rules noses at anybody that dares question or bring up a fact that it's absolutely ridiculous to me. It's just absolutely ridiculous to me. People are so arrogant in their ignorance, which is, I guess, what other countries look at America and see. Because other countries looking in, they're not stupid like us. They know 9/11 was done by us. They know that America is attacking every other country to institute a new world order or whatever. We're the assholes. We're the ones walking around with our really hot girlfriend that's sleeping with everyone else, and we're the only one that doesn't know it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. At any rate, usually around this time of the year, if you go back 2016, 2015, and I think even 2014, I used to make a list of the best YouTube channels that I was following. Well, that list got really small. For instance, somebody, I assume it's a woman, from her email address, sent me a link and said, Richie, you need to watch this guy. And I started watching the guy, and I wasn't familiar with him. So what I did is I went to his YouTube channel, I clicked on videos, and I clicked on oldest videos. His oldest video popped up last year, out of nowhere. He's already at 50,000, which is really unusual, but is what it is. In his very first video, he had this great big fancy intro and all this other, which tells me he's probably not a channel you want to be following. Because I listened to one of his videos for about 5 minutes, and he was talking about conspiracies and everything else, and then he went right over to, and you know, the deep state is attacking President Trump because they don't like him, and I'm like, if you're calling yourself if you think you're me or someone like me, but you're still talking about Trump as though he's not a billionaire, not an actor, not an elitist, not in on it, you have no right making videos. And yet they do, and yet people fall for it. Anybody that popped up out of nowhere 1 year ago, ding, nowhere, with this great big fancy intro and all this stuff, guess what? There are lots of channels whose job is to muddy the waters, and that's just what that is. Getting to 50,000 subscribers, that ain't easy, especially if you're doing the real. If you're really really telling the truth that they don't want people to hear? Getting to 50 grand in a year, it's unheard of. Lots of channels did it. Lots of channels you listen to. Lots of channels that are equated with me that have nothing to do with me for some reason. They pop up out of nowhere. They instantly start making videos. They always use the word Illuminati in their titles. And they always talk about the latest movie star or pop singer and their ties to the Illuminati. Dude, we're so far beyond that. Mainstream, movies, music, they all know about us. They intentionally put hand signs and everything in there now just to get the controversy and to get the attention from channels that do that. You dig what I'm saying? At any rate, all right. I'm getting way off track, but whatever. I was supposed to be on Republic Radio with 𝗕𝗢𝗖𝗛𝗛𝗧, the road warrior, this morning, and I wasn't able to make it. I'm supposed to do a live stream tomorrow with Richard Kalberg at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and hopefully that works out. See that? That's why I wear 2 glasses on my head, because I lost my shades. So hopefully that works out. The channels that I'm listening to, the only channels that I actually really trust are 𝗥𝗜𝗖𝗛𝗛𝗧𝗢𝗡, 1968. He's been around for a long time. I've seen him get dragged through the ringer over the years. I know he's legit. TrueStream Media, they do incredibly good research. I don't agree with everything, but that's neither here nor there. So there's that. The Corbett Report. He did an amazing video yesterday that was about 20 minutes long, and he was talking about Eisenhower, the military-industrial complex. Remember that? Everybody knows that phrase, right? Well, Eisenhower also talked about technology, and I didn't know that. That's why I watched Corbett Report. He's awesome. James Corbett's been around forever. He also did his Thursday video today with James Evan Pilato, and I get emails about this constantly. Why aren't you covering this? Because I cover what I want, and I cover what's important to me and what matters. You know what I'm saying? There is so much crap going on. If I covered everything all day, every day, I'd be making videos 24/7. I don't want to do that, man. And there's enough channels doing it. He was talking about 𝗕𝗢𝗖𝗛𝗛𝗧𝗢𝗡, and James Corbett said it straight up. Exactly the same thing I think. Everyone thinks that they're on 4chan and Anonymous is leaking the secret information that nobody knows about. Yeah. Believe it or not, the entire internet is infiltrated because it's their internet. It was infiltrated before they even presented it to us. So if you're going to find out little things on 4chan and run with it, that's because they want you to. It's the same exact shit that I got about Pizzagate when I said Pizzagate is a psyop. Yes, they are stealing, raping, torturing, and sacrificing children. It's what they do. They've been doing it for time immemorial. But Pizzagate was putting a face on it. It gave an address for people to go to, maybe shoot a gun, so they could roll out fake news. I told you back then, I told you on my birthday, actually, 11/27/2016, I told you Pizzagate was a psyop. Right afterwards, fake news popped up out of nowhere. Same thing with this 4chan. You don't have to go looking anymore. That's the beauty of how bad things are right now, in my opinion. You don't have to go looking for these secret, hidden, anonymous things, all this crap. It's all coming undone. And the externalization of the hierarchy has happened. They've come out. The masses have ignored it. The masses don't believe it. And here we are. At any rate, Corbett Report, TrueStream Media, 𝗥𝗜𝗖𝗛𝗛𝗧𝗢𝗡, 1968. Builder rejected. And I mean, I'm driving, so that's pretty much all I can think of. But again, if you find a channel that you never heard of before and you think their information is great, just click on their channel. Go to videos and click on oldest. See when they popped up. Have they been doing this for a long time? Because getting 50,000 in a year doing conspiracy type videos, it's next to impossible, which leads me to believe they're out there telling you half-truths. If they're telling you Jesuits rule the world and they're trying to take down Donald Trump, Trump's in on it. All there is to it. Richie from Boston. Like, share, subscribe, or don't. I'm out.